Hey guys, it's Elle, and welcome to another cosplay prep video. Today we are going to be going over the 4 girls from A Place Further Than the Universe. If you've seen the show, make sure to check out my review right here to see my thoughts on the show. Thanks guys! I need to put this in giant red letters right here. If you're going to a con in the summer, do not do a winter outfit. You are going to get heat stroke and get really sick and have a miserable time. So please pick season appropriate cosplay. That's just, I don't do it, but you should do it. So let's start with our piece breakdown. These girls obviously have a uniform, so everything's going to be exactly the same, which means you and your 3 other friends are going to have a really easy time splitting up the costs. Let's go over all that we have. We have our hard hat, goggles, face cover, jacket, boots, and our pants. So for the jacket, you can either buy a similar jacket, but I don't think you're gonna get quite the colors that you'll need exactly unless you're super lucky. So I recommend looking up some jacket patterns and making your own. You're gonna wanna make it out of some performance spandex. This is the thicker spandex. You'll probably be able to find it at the store, but you may have to order this stuff online, which is why I really recommend doing this with a group of friends so that you can split up the shipping costs as the price goes down when you buy in bulk. You're gonna want some orange, some white, and some gray for the mouthpiece as well, but for that you might be able to get away with some thinner spandex from something like Joann's. You're gonna want some zippers, of course, and some snaps for all the details, and you're also going to need an embroidery patch. Now, if you have an embroidery machine like I have over here, you can make your own by importing your design, but this is kind of difficult because the software can be a little bit expensive, so your best course of action might be to order this piece on Etsy. For the ski goggles, you can either buy some used, I would recommend. I don't think you should buy new for cosplay because that's really unnecessary. But you can also make your own out of some Eva foam, some spandex, and some PETG plastic. The PETG can come in black, but it's a bit more expensive, so I recommend dyeing it yourself. Make sure to look up instructions how to do it, but the gist of it is basically that you have warm water, put the dye in, and dip the plastic long enough in a few different stages. So I'll link a video here for some better info for you. You're also going to need some snow pants. Again, I think that most people might have some snow pants, but if you don't, I recommend getting cargo pants and ripping off all the pockets and dyeing it black, or making your own out of a nice waterproof canvas material that you can get at your local fabric store. These will be pretty easy to make. Make sure to make a slim waist and a bulky leg to make that snow pant look. If you really want to go above and beyond, you can insulate it, but I think that's a little unnecessary. If you want to, you can put a little bit of quilting batting inside to give it the swooshy depth of snow pants. They also have the orange hard hat. You can get any sort of hard hat. There's some cheap costume ones on Amazon, and just make sure to paint it with a nice orange spray paint and get some acrylic paints for the logo on top. As is every slice of life, these girls have a ton of outfits. They have their snow outfit too when they're in Antarctica, which consists of a red snowsuit, blue snowsuit, orange snowsuit, and black or green. That last girl changes her pants all the time. But those will be a bit more difficult to make if you have someone who's really experienced with sewing. You can try your hand at them, but I recommend maybe trying to thrift them. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of what I'm saying is try and thrift them. I think one underappreciated aspect of cosplay is finding pieces that you can use from a thrift store significantly cheaper than you could buying it new. I think it's also a lot of fun to go and get something that's huge or really ugly and turn it into something usable. So I'm gonna kind of go over my process real quick for this video. When you're thrift shopping, I always recommend going to kind of the wealthier area in your neighborhood, since those stores are usually a bit better stocked with higher quality fabrics. What you're gonna want to do is pick one aspect of clothing that you think will be the hardest for you to make. So either the shape of something, the collar, or the color, or the style of fabric. Pick one or a few things and try and find something that'll fit within your means. For example, for one of my cosplays, I was doing a leather jacket, but I couldn't find anything in my size or with the right color or anything, so I bought a giant men's jacket like this and made my own collar out of ripping off the pockets, and also tailored the sides to make it significantly smaller. And now it went from an extra large men's leather jacket to something that will fit me, a tiny 5'1" eGirl. So yeah, there's lots that you can do, and you can have a lot of fun with it and be super creative. Make sure that you have a really nice seam ripper, some really sharp scissors, and a ruler with lots of pins. Whenever you cut something, you are going to want to make sure to pin it before you cut it so that you make sure that nothing slips out of place so that it's really easy to sew back together. A lot of times when I'm just making things smaller, I recommend sewing it up first and not worrying about the bunching fabric until the very end when you have the shape that you want. If you guys are doing the snow outfit with your friends, make sure that you check out my link below where I will have direct links to all fabric and tools that I recommend using so that you guys can get a great start on your shopping list. And I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much. If you have a character that you are dying to cosplay but don't know how to get started, make sure to let me know in the comments what show it's from so that I can watch it and try and figure it out with you. My next video will be on Dororo, so make sure to check out my review and my cosplay guide in the next coming weeks. Make sure to like and subscribe. I haven't done any of these characters yet, but if you're interested on what I'm working on right now, make sure to check out my Instagram or my Patreon for some write-ups and selfies on my projects. Thank you so much, guys. Love you. Bye!